Hello, grade 1. Teacher Giovanni is back, and in this video, we're going to talk about comparing numbers. Do you know how to compare numbers? Of course, you should know how to compare numbers. In mathematics, we compare numbers using less than, more than, and so on. Okay, let's have the following examples. Number 1, let's compare. I have here a group of notebooks. We also have here group of pencils. So group of notebooks is named as group N. So it's N. And the group of pencils is named as P. So my question now is, which group has more and which group has less? So what we are going to do is we're going to match them. So we're going to match one notebook to one pencil, just like this. It's very exciting, grade 1, right? And one notebook, one pencil, and this one over here, this one over here, excuse me, over here. So if you're going to look at what's this, the picture, there is one pencil that has no partner. It means that group N has less. Group N has less objects and group P has more. Group P has more because we have here excess. Okay, excess. Let's have another example. Let's compare the number of children and the number of apples. So the number of children or the group of children is named as group letter K. And the group of apples is named as group letter A. So let's see which group has more and which group has less. So what we're going to do, we're going to match. We have one child to one apple. Make sure you're just going to match one person to one apple only. One child to one apple. One child to one apple. Okay, no more child here, no more apple. Oh, there's no excess in both groups. So what can we say about these two groups? Which group has more? Teacher, none. Which group has less? Teacher, none also. If that's the case, grade 1, we can say that group K has as many as group A. It means group K and group A have the same number of objects. Did you get that? So in comparing numbers, we're going to use less, we're going to use more, and we're going to use as many as. It means for as many as the same. If I have two apples here and two oranges on the other side, then I can say that the number of apples is as many as the number of oranges. Okay. Next, let's have another example. I have here group A and group B. So let's see which group has more, which group has less. So we're going to do the matching. So let's match one black counter. Let's match one black counter to one brown counter. Match over here. I know that you really like to do this. Don't worry, in our Zoom meeting, I will allow you to do this. And we also have one like this. Okay? Did you get that, grade 1? So if you're going to look at the groups, there's an excess in group A. This is the excess. So we can say that group A has more. We can say that group A has more, right? Because there's excess in group A. And we can say that group B has less, right? And of course, they don't have the same number of counters. Okay? Let's have another one. And this is our last example. The instruction here is we're going to circle two groups that have the same number. The same number. We're going to circle two groups that have the same number. So what we are going to do is we are going to count how many counters there are in each group. Remember, there are three groups there, okay? So let's count the number of counters in the first group. Help me count, grade 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How many counters in the first group? There are 5, so I'm going to write here 5 so that I won't forget the number of counters there are in this group. Okay? What about the second group? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 counters, so I'm going to write here 7. Okay? Next, let's have the third group. Help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There are also 7 counters or objects. Now, we're going to look at the numbers. We have here 5, 7, and 7. This is 7. The other one is also 7. There are 7 counters here. There are also 7 counters here. It means that these two groups have the same number. So we're going to circle this and this one because that's what the instruction is telling us to do. Did you get that, grade 1? When you are asked to circle two groups that have the same number, then you have to circle two groups that have the same number. Okay? So that's it, grade 1, and see you in my next videos.